Hi Taurus, welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Taurus, we're going to use the Wild Unknown this week, Wild Unknown Archetype, Oracle, and Tarot decks of my Taurian friends, my bovine babies. So Taurus, looking at your energy, and then I'm looking at the energy of another person as well. I shuffled ahead of time because I like to take a bit of a hot minute here to look at the archetype decks for the Wild Unknown. So you can see that it's been shuffled out. Now, I think what I want to do actually before I really start getting into the cards that have already come out is I need to identify how you're connected to this other person, how you know them. So let's see what that is. How does Taurus know, or what is the relationship or the history or the current energy between themselves and this other person? What is that? What is that, Spirit? Oh, the Ten of Cups. This could be a family. This could be a family connection here. Okay. Yeah, there could be a family connection. I'm just doing one of these because I'm giving myself a minute here to just, yeah, my thoughts on this one. There could be a rift that has happened. We're going to continue. The Eight of Wands is at the bottom here. There could be some type of a rift that has happened between yourself and a family member here. Now, it feels like somebody, I don't know, maybe somebody has walked out on you. Maybe you've had an argument here. Something's gone on. It feels like you're kind of left with this empty room energy. You have the empty room and the fish. And the empty room is very obvious, like, right? There's something that is no longer there. There's something missing in this space. There's also kind of the sense of maybe impatience. You're feeling lack, you're feeling restless, particularly with the fish. Like, that could really kind of imply like a restless sort of feeling, but also being caught up in a current, some type of energy here that is not of your making or your doing. It's almost like got the feeling something is happening to you, rather than you doing something here that is creating this. Because this other person's energy, is the destroyer and the bear. No, it's the destroyer is basically like, I don't know, in simplest forms, it's like a tower moment. It's kind of described as savage and unexpected, perhaps even rejected. Both of you, what I found very interesting, why I really wanted to see, like, how are you connected to this person? This could be someone that there's been happiness between you and this person at some point. I do really honestly get like even like some sort of family emotional connection. It's like going two different directions here. Like the fish, right? They're looking in different directions. Now, it doesn't have to be this, but there could be something here that's related to politics. Like, I'm just going to say that there could be a friendship here between you and another person. And I'm saying that because we have a dead end here. And the wolf is specifically, it says like the wolf is also centered around democratic energy. So, yeah, when I saw that Ten of Cups, I just got this feeling of like some sort of separation here, like not seeing things in the same, not having the same point of view here as another person. The bear is like an energy of waking from some sort of spiritual slumber. They're on the cusp of a new beginning. This person's going through really, personal transformation. There's something that comes like this. When I say it's a tower moment, it feels very unexpected with a destroyer. It's like the rug getting pulled out from under one here. Now, if this isn't that case for you, there's a possibility that this is someone that you're going to be building with, because it also comes across to me in this way. There's something that's missing in your life, and it's the thing that's missing in your life is something that it doesn't feel like you can easily or readily replace, or you can you can't find the right thing. Like, it's almost like that's the thing that the universe has to bring to you. It's not the thing that you can go out and easily or readily find for yourself. But there could also be a possibility of trying to replace it with other things, but you're not going to find. It's like God's got one thing here that goes into that empty room, and God will bring it to you. It's, you know, like how that sort of feels. And you and this person may not even know each other yet. Like it also, that's how it initially came across to me before I pulled this out specifically. Now, my readings always have many different layers to them. So if the first part of the reading, that layer really resonates with you, you're being seen, and that is your story. If I peel back more layers and the story shifts a little bit, it's, you know, it's for someone else to feel seen and their story to be shown. Because if this person hasn't done this to you, like pulled the rug out from under you, made a dramatic change here, maybe even turned their back, felt like they kind of walked out, because this is about the rug being pulled out from you, like in all forms of where we feel security. Like it could be job, it could be relationships, it could be home. And this person is going in a different direction. This person is having an awakening. And if that's the case, like if that is the case where it's this person has pulled the rug out, they've left, the room feels empty, it's this, there's something that's shifted for this person. They're having their own awakening of some type, right? With the bear. It's not easy. And it's not an easy process. There's a lot that feels that needs to be dismantled. Yeah, we're going to pull out more tarot to understand the story. So me trying to understand the story, I'm going to back away, like between the two of you, I'm going to back away from that a little bit here, and I'm going to look at you individually. So there's, yeah, I've already kind of described it. You may also be kind of like very contained at this time. When I first pulled these out, it reminded me of a fish stuck in a small fish tank. Like, right, like a fish, because this is a carp and they grow to the size of the environment that they're in. So if it's a small fish tank, you might even be feeling like sort of confined, but that's again, not of the fish's choice. You could be quite secretive as well. I mean, the empty room does kind of talk about, you know, not letting others know what you have going on or what you're doing. It's settling, it's being able to settle into the magic of emptiness. There's a very dualistic energy of you, extremely dualistic. So this empty room is kind of described, you know, as something where there's nothing there, but it is actually packed full of potential. So, right, even though it's empty, it is packed full of potential. Your underlying card is the dead end. It's like, you can't go any further, my child. This is, you've basically reached like the last page in this chapter. And with the energy of the empty nest, isn't that funny? Like, so maybe that's something that you're going through as well. Like maybe you had a child living at home, they've become of a certain age, and they're like, I'm out of here, man. Going, and it's just like, what? What are you talking about? You're going. Yeah, no, I've had a vision. Off I go. Okay, you know, in whatever form that could be. But like that's it. It doesn't. There's no more pages. It's almost like sitting, like reading a good book and getting to the end of it. And like wanting there to be more pages is a bit of the energy that I'm pulling out from you. It's like wanting there to be more pages. No, there's no more pages. There's no more pages here. Now, okay, we get into the wolf is interesting because the wolf is the guardian of the family. So that's also interesting because this is like a family energy with the 10 of Cups. So I do feel like that there's been some type of switch in family dynamic for you here. And it may have come very swiftly and suddenly, or unexpectedly. But it's okay, so as I was talking about, there's a very dualistic energy to you, right? Like the empty room is actually full of potential. And then the dead end is, it's dead, but it is also alive. It's dead, but it's also alive. It's an ending that signifies a beginning. It's basically saying, right, when we get, so this is your underline. Something has happened here. A door has closed. A door in your life has closed, and it's not the door that you thought you were going into. Like that's the best way to describe this dead end. It's not the door that you thought you were going to walk into. It's not that you had planned to walk through. That door is closed. There's no, you're not getting through there in that. No. And it might have, I don't know, it might have something to do with a relationship here or some type of family leadership. It could also, because the wolf talks about it's important also to not force others to walk in your footsteps, but also recognize, you know, if others are trying to force you to walk in their footsteps. to be aware of that and not really to force that or allow that to happen. So there could have been, right? It's like walking on a certain path here. Maybe, it could have something to do with family, like maybe a type of family tradition or a type of family unit that you thought, this is always how it's been, this is how it's going to be. That door it's like that door closes. That's not the direction you had planned to be walking through. That's not that. Now, it's also interesting because there is, like it talks about, the wolf is also, it expresses itself through activism, mentorship, humanitarian work, teaching religious and political theories. Like, it's a very strong mentor energy. And right, dead end. Why is my wrist so, it's odd. It's been fine all day. It's literally even shuffling. But then I sit down, I start talking to you, and my wrist is itchy. I don't know why. It feels odd, like it's symbolic of this reading. I'm not really a reader that gets that very often, where I'll have a feeling in my body that feels like, outer like this. It's odd. It's like itchy, dry. I don't know what that means. Maybe it's almost like trying to push your hand through this bramble bush. Like you can't get through there. It stops you from moving forward. So I don't know. Something has really changed here. And now there's also a weird feeling here that I get. It's almost like this energy over here. It gives me the feeling almost like something suddenly happened. Something suddenly happened. And now they're like, oh my God. And off they go. So I don't know if this is someone you were like, yeah, I was planning to build something with this person. And I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know where they went. They're having an awakening. I mean, that's really the only way you can describe that with the bear. And I don't know. You the fish, you're going in different, honestly, the two of you are going in different directions here. There used to be something between you that you could build on, some sort of emotional support, perhaps even. Okay. So, yeah, I don't know. There's really not much more I can describe. Now, okay, I will say this is, in some cultures, the destroyer is described as a black dog. Like this black dog is a symbol of something that, some sort of dramatic or major change that is about to happen. Like if we're looking at a tribe or a group of people, even like very indigenous sort of messaging in this, where, everyone is together and then this black dog or black wolf appears on the horizon looking over into the town or the village. And so that would, I want to say it's an omen. It's an omen of dramatic change coming through. So that's also interesting because the wolf is here. There could even be some type of leadership. There's definitely some type of leadership, mentorship that has come to an end. No, you're not walking in that door. My friend, I don't know what else to tell you. Right? That's not the way to go. And so the room feels empty. The room feels empty, but it's not empty of your doing. And it's also not like replacing the emptiness in this room isn't up to you either. It gives me that feeling too of, if there's something lacking in our lives. I think this is something that can happen when we're much younger and not maybe as self-aware of it. And maybe, I have a Taurus moon, so I think my Taurus moon can lean into this sometimes. If there's something that you're going through emotionally, that is very difficult to deal with, or like maybe someone is out of your life, somebody passes away or moves out of your life, or there's a breakup. Sometimes you go and buy things. You go and buy things to kind of like, it's like emotion, retail therapy. Like, I don't know. I feel like 'cause Taurus is also, it is, I possess. So now, it is recognizing the importance of that symbolism. So each sign is a kind of like Aries is I am, Taurus is I possess. I think, what is Gemini? I think Gemini is I think. And anyways, but the importance of the things around you symbolize who you are. Like, so your outer world is a reflection of who you are internally, right? Like, to me, that is kind of like that Taurus energy. So I don't know, there could be, for some of you, there could be some retail therapy that's going on with this as well. Hey, Larry. Or maybe you just need a Larry. Oh no, I don't mean that. I love Larry to death. I tell him every day I love him. Because my son wanted a cat. So I caved in. I have no regrets. Well, no, not really. Can't lay on the card, you big smoosh. You can't lay on the card, you big smoosh. Okay, so are you giving them some purring therapy? Oh, okay, I'm sorry. He's filling the space with purrs. He's filling your space with purrs. They don't want to see your bumhole, though. Yeah, I need to do the cards. I think he hears me get, like, really talking fast. Like, oh, mommy's worked up. We better go see what's going on down there. Okay, so we're going to pull out tarot. You're laying, I can remember the Ten of Cups is there. But I got the other cards. He's, yeah, taking over the table. But he does it in such a, you know you love me and I'm so handsome. How can you resist? Okay. I know. You're just here to do good work, aren't you? Your little white puffball. I call him the white orb. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I never had a cat that was so kissable and huggable and pattable. I had like this semi-wild tabby. Her name was Pepper, that came to my house when I was a little kid. And we had this little black dog, Mikey. And my mom opened the door to get the dog to scare the cat away, and the cat came in the house. The dog just stood there like, okay. And my mom was like, well, I guess we have a cat. So this is back in like the 1980s. There weren't like Facebooks and stuff to say, oh, this cat is missing. Anyways, Pepper was in and out of the house all the time. But Pepper would sleep on my bed. Really only bonded with me, but it was still not like the closest bond. This Larry guy, I say. I tell you, he's funny. It was on the weekend, so we're just having a Larry pause here. It was on the weekend. My son is staying in bed, being lazy, like a lazy teenager. And so Larry likes that. So Larry went up into his room, and he was laying there on the bed. My son finally came down to get himself some breakfast, brunch, whatever the hell it was. Larry was not happy about that. He was sitting at the top of the stairs, looking down in the kitchen, meowing at him. I'm like, Mom, come back to bed with me. It was the funniest thing. He did. He was like, no, what's going on? Come back and snuggle. This cat. All right. Okay. Taurus has the empty room fish. The empty room. Wow, the Eight of Cups. Yeah, I mean, it just has this feeling like plans are abandoned here. Like plans are abandoned. You got the fish. Let me see this. You got the fish. Yeah, there's something here. You're not investing in this emotionally anymore. That's closed. That door is not. The Nine of Wands. I think you're keeping. I think you're keeping your energy fairly contained. You have a specific boundary here. It might be with someone, but you do, and it also feels like. The stairs with the twigs, right? I want to say that I feel like you might be trying to push up against this, right? With all this bramble. There's something that ended and it's got like this vibe here that you don't really want it to end. So you continue to try to walk through it. And that's very exhausting. Very exhausting. You know, it's kind of giving me this feeling too. It could be somebody like, maybe you have a position somewhere at work, or you did, and you were in a leader or an authoritarian position with the wolf, and that's come to an end. And whether that could be like maybe like a natural retirement or being laid off or quitting. But there's this sense here of like continuing to try to walk in that direction. You're knocking all my stuff down, you big. How are you knocking that down? Oh, Lord Cat. You know, I think he's learning from Lily to put on weight, and you can throw your weight around. Yeah. You have different bodies, though. I don't think you can do that, Mary. Okay, you have the Hanged Man. It's like sitting around. Oh my God. The Hermit? Holy shit, this energy. And the High Priestess, oh my God, this is some deep spiritual shit, man. I mean, whatever this is, you have really taken on an insane spiritual perspective. It's like having a really deep internal spiritual perspective, you know, right, with the Hermit, looking after yourself, understanding who you are. There's a serious reflection that's gone on in this empty room. It is really like there is nothing else to look at but yourself for an extended period of time. And then with the Hanged Man, it's almost like maybe even at different points your focus redirecting to the outer world once you've conceived more about yourself, and then you look outside and you understand more about what's going on outside, and then you look inside again and you understand, and it's almost like through that you were discovering like real spiritual truths here. That is a deep ass energy, Taurus, really deep. Wow, okay. So, Destroyer. See the Destroyer and the Bear. They are the Destroyer Bear. They have Black Wolf and Bear. Very predatory. The Destroyer. Oh, right into Larry's head. Wow. The King of Wands. Well, that's interesting. I mean, I haven't had that come in for a while, but the King of Wands is noted as the archetypal energy of, you know, when something isn't working, I'm going to burn this shit down. Burn this fucker down. It's, I'm going to burn it all down. Oh, gosh. What is that? Okay. Because when we say that, it's like signifying that the forest has become overgrown. The forest has become overgrown. It's so overgrown that there isn't any way for new things to grow. You know, and the forest becomes stale and stagnant. And then you have, I want to say it goes from, you know, having like a lot of oxygen and aeration going through the forest. It ends up very stale and musty, a lot of lichen and mushrooms. And not to say that those aren't beneficial, but it's almost like it takes over the whole forest. So the King of Wands is coming in like, I'm going to burn this fucker down, especially with the Destroyer. Like, right? It's like, this is blocked. I'm going to burn all this bramble down. It's almost like if you have found a dead end here, I'm wondering if this is the energy that burns it all down. Let's burn this fucker. It's just that's that energy. All right, and then the Bear, an awakening. It's slumbering. I'm waking up. I'm okay. Oh, Larry, you'd be so cute. The Bear. Look at that. The Four of Swords. That's an awakening. I'll tell you, that is an awakening. Who is this? This is someone who is really burning it all down. There's an omen about this person. I don't know. Burning it all down to wake up. Healing. Self-actualization. Well, healing the third eye through self-actualization. I mean, you have an intense spiritual energy. I kind of wonder if maybe this is someone you haven't met yet, because you and this person, I would say, align in terms of like spiritual power. The Three of Cups, the Daughter of Wands. I'm getting like a son and a father and daughter energy here. And the Eight of Swords. It's weird though. It's almost like it can't see where it's going, or it can't see what it's doing. It's starting to. Because it's awakening. This energy, this is awakening. This individual is awakening. They may not Okay, so here's the other thing. There's something to do here with communication, with the Page of Wands and the Three of Cups. It's giving me like, right, this Three of Cups is like that upper bird on the higher part of the branch there. Feels like it just flew in to tell those two that were standing there about something. Like it's just got that vibe, you know, when you see, like, because he's looking down and they're both looking intently at that bird. It was almost like those two birds were just like hanging out and this other bird flew in and and it's telling them something, especially with that Page of Wands. But it's telling them something they can't see. Or this energy can't see what this communication does. This is a powerful energy, but so is yours, and in two very different ways. I would say Chariot Death. It's a Chariot of Death. Well, doesn't that sound lovely? The Chariot of Death. All right, Cancer and Scorpio energy. There's a lot of water in this reading. Water is a very beneficial. It's a very, it goes really well with earth energy, right? Very compatible. But the water, it's almost like, now when I look at that with the Eight of Cups, with the empty room and the fish, right, it's almost like the fish tank broke open and the fish is slapping around on the floor. Like there's water, the rebirth of water coming towards you. You've been waiting for the universe to bring something to you. It's something you can't fill this, whatever it is. This goes beyond just, you know, universal esoteric information and things like that. It could be an experience, like some type of experience here in life or a type of person. I'm going to clarify with the Eight of Swords. What is this? Because with the Eight of Swords, there's a limited, where it's not safe to rebirth. It's not safe. The Six of Cups, the Nine of Cups, and the Two of Pentacles. Something's being held back here, right? Because that butterfly's in a chrysalis. It can't hatch out because of all of these swords. And then the butterfly hatches out, but it's like there's something here that still needs to be dealt with. That this person is dealing with something here. It has to do with, I don't know, dreams, wishes from the past. This energy's, it's kind of in a standstill. You know what it reminds me a bit of, like Jupiter and Saturn. Because Jupiter is kind of like all-consuming. And it's giving me like that vibe, like the whole story of Jupiter and Saturn in the solar system, right? Like Jupiter, like before, you know, Earth was Earth and we were living in, well, we're only like a little blip in time, but the early beginnings of our solar system where Jupiter was all-consuming and it was just like on a kamikaze course towards the sun. It's like expanding and growing and expanding and consuming everything in its path. And then Saturn coming, like, and that's almost like, in a way it is the destroyer because it's taking on all these other things for its own consumption. But that, because this energy has, like, it stops. It feels like it just stops here. Like it just stops. And what causes that is Saturn. It is like Saturn coming into the gravitational pull of Jupiter, which causes constriction and saves, you know, our solar system from going into, you know, well, I don't know what the hell would happen if So anyways, I don't know. So there's something constrictive with this energy. And maybe it has something to do with levels of awakening that are occurring. You know, like once somebody reaches a certain level of consciousness and awareness, then it's almost as if the universe is saying, okay, just settle in that for a bit. Just get comfortable with that. And then there'll be another like growth or movement. I don't know, maybe this person is moving towards, like, because yours, I would say yours is pretty, well, let's look at that. You got the Hanged Man, the Hermit, and the High Priestess. The Hanged Man. There's a sense of self-sacrifice that's very Piscean with the Fish and the Hanged Man. Wow, Judgment. Holy jeez. The Ten of Wands. There's the Bramble Bush. And the Six of Wands. Look at, it's the butterfly rising above all of this debris. So it's like waiting to see. Almost like you're waiting to see this take flight. You know, there's an interesting vibe here with this energy. It's almost like two people who, almost like they have a conversation at some point. It's like, okay, meet me on the other side of the river after this, that, and the other. And then you kind of like, you both go, because there's a sense you're almost waiting for this butterfly to take flight. You're waiting for this butterfly to take flight? But it's almost like it's weird. It's like, well, no, there's a couple of things I got to do first. The Hermit. The Nine of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles. And the Chariot. Well, see, now that's giving me this energy of what you got going on you're not saying. That's like keeping private energy there. This is almost like somebody who's got some type of financial independence. Maybe you have a new home, you're moving, you have an opportunity, but you're keeping that quiet. Well, and well, that's fine, it's your business. The High Priestess. The Eight of Pentacles, the Father of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles. Oh boy. You are not, so okay. This is really giving me that vibe energy where, you know, if somebody is in, a lot of people looking in on the outside would feel like there isn't much going on for you. But there's a ton. There's a ton going on. And physical manifestation is strong. So yeah. The physical manifestation is strong for this one. For you, Taurus. You're right. You're adding the 9 to the Ace, creating the 10. I want to say you could even be bringing in a partner here. You bringing something in, my dears. You are with this web. You're bringing in like a King of Pentacles. Oh, what that Father of Wands is doing over there. Well, maybe this is someone you've been waiting for. Because they ain't doing shit. They're just sitting there with like, oh, hello. No, there's something coming in for you. Oh yeah, hot and heavy here. You got something coming in. It's not that. You got something else coming in here. Whether you're working on this or not, like whether you're aware that you're working on this or not, you're bringing something in here. It's not this Father of Wands. Why is the Father of Wands got this Two of Pentacles? It's like, yeah, I have dreams and wishes, but, you know, I don't know. It's like they're putting things on hold. The Seven of Pentacles. The Mother of Swords and the Daughter of Pentacles. Well, this person could be dealing with someone. There's a couple of daughters here. I'm not sure what... Right, there's a mother and daughter here, but they're also not very compatible. Although I shouldn't say that. As I said, like, right, earth and water are very compatible. So is fire and air. So, I mean, to some degree, I would say that, yeah, I guess there could be some compatibility there. But there's 2 daughters, one of earth and one of fire. There's a lot going on over here, right? Because there's all of these court cards. You don't. I mean, the only court card you have is the King of Pentacles. And everything else is, there's a ton of major arcana. This feels very destined. This feels very destined, Taurus. There's something going on over here. I don't know, this could even be someone you were building with, someone that you thought you were going to build with. It might even be someone that the universe was going to, like, had lined up, like, ahead of time. Okay, Taurus is going to run into this person. I just heard January the 5th, 2025. What the hell? January the 5th, 2025 is. I don't know, anyways. So, but, I don't know, there's something else here that you're pulling into your web. Spirit's doing this. Spirit's watching you. Maybe you and this person, it's giving me this vibe. Like if you were meant to build with this person, you and this person are not really on the same paths anymore. This person might even be in more of a destructive mode and you're in a building mode. Okay, well, damn, look at that. So now you have the 5 of Wands into the Lovers. So it's kind of like moving away from conflict and moving towards your divine choices and paths. Maybe a partnership. Hey, I'm going to go do the extended for you, Taurus. In the extended, hopefully Larry will give me a bit more table. We're going to ask what the... I might split that up into 3. I'm not going to guarantee it unless this is coming off as you. But, well, okay, anyways. When I get over there, there's definitely 2 that I'm going to look at. I'm going to look at what the other, which is the destroyer bear, doesn't know about you. And then what you, the empty room fish, don't know about the destroyer bear. Thank you so much, Taurus. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.